Nasi Goreng. Hi, I'm Anupa and I welcome you to Sanjeev Kapoor Khazana. Let's make an Indonesian dish called Nasi Goreng. Actually, if you go to see, it's also Malaysian, it's also Singaporean. So let's have a big debate on this. But in the meanwhile, let's make Nasi Goreng. And to make this, what all do we need? We need cooked rice, we need chicken breast, some shrimp paste, white pepper powder, salt, fresh red chilies, soya sauce, some chopped garlic, some fried shallots, eggs, oil and some spring onion greens. So once you have your ingredients in place, let's quickly make Nasi Goreng. So to make that, we'll have to first take a chicken breast and we'll need to slit this. So to slit, make sure you don't cut through, just give sufficient slit so that this opens up like this. Slit it further, okay, that's it. So the chicken breast is slit and we've opened it. Now we'll marinate this with some salt and some pepper powder. In the meanwhile, I have a pan here to which I will add some oil. So while the oil is getting heated, let's just mix this well so that the salt and pepper gets well rubbed onto the chicken breast. The oil has to be very hot so that when the chicken goes onto the pan, it automatically starts browning. What we have to do is we have to sear it and make sure that it cooks well right on the pan itself. So you see the oil is nicely heated. We'll place the chicken breast, and chicken breast doesn't take too long to cook. Just make sure you don't burn it on the pan. So once you have seared both the sides, lower the heat and let the chicken cook in the pan itself for nothing more than 10 minutes. By 10 minutes the chicken would have cooked and we have to then further shred it. So after this, just flip it and cook the other side as well. While the chicken is getting cooked, what I'll do is, we'll make the rice. Now to make the rice, I have a wok here in which we'll need to add some oil. Okay, so what I'm going to do right now is we need to scramble some egg. Nasi Goreng is basically a fried rice with chicken, some eggs and a lot of other spices. It's a meal by itself. You can also serve some chicken satay, some peanut sauce and some prawn wafers along with it. But what I'm going to show you right now is just the plain simple fried rice. Well, it has a lot of accompaniments, but if you want to make just the rice, you can also make that. So I have a wok here in which I have added oil, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to scramble some egg. While the oil is getting heated, let's break some egg, one more egg. Now to this we'll add some salt and some pepper and beat this well. Okay, the oil is hot. What we'll do is we'll just put the egg in the pan, and right now we'll just let it settle in the pan. Okay, and now let's scramble this. This is exactly what you need to do, and break this into smaller shreds. Okay, that's it. Switch off the heat and we'll remove the scrambled egg in a bowl. So this is one part of the Nasi Goreng. One part we've already done where we've cooked the chicken, and now we'll do the rice. So egg we'll keep aside. Now in the same pan we'll add some more oil, to which we'll add in some shallots and some fresh chopped garlic. So let's add some garlic and some shallots, and we need to saute this till it goes a little more than translucent, but do not brown them. Take care to see that the onion doesn't start browning. Okay, you can actually get the flavor of the garlic and the onion getting sauteed, and the flavor is just amazing. Now one very important ingredient in Nasi Goreng is shrimp paste. And if you have eaten Nasi Goreng maybe in Malaysia or Singapore or Indonesia, you would have got this slight flavor or the hint of shrimp paste in your entire dish. Now how do you do that? I will show you, but before that it's very essential for us to saute the shallots and the garlic well. So in the meanwhile, let's also do one more thing. We need to cut some fresh red chilies. I have fresh red chilies here. We will cut them into slivers like this. If you don't like spicy food, what you could do is get rid of the seeds, because the actual spice stays in the seed. So just remove the seeds and then chop the chili. The food will be less spicy. Here it is. The chilies are done. Just put it in this. And now to this, we'll add the shrimp paste. So not much, just a bit. And again, just keep on sauteing this. Now shrimp paste, or to consume shrimp paste, you also need an acquired taste. Not everybody likes having this strong flavor in your food. Well, if you do not like it, just avoid. But traditionally, Nasi Goreng does take in some amount of shrimp paste, which is why I have added it here. If at any stage you feel that this is just not getting mixed well, what you could do is add in some chicken stock, but very little chicken stock. That's it. Just mix this well, yeah, like this. So now let's cut some spring onions. I just need the greens. Once I have cut the spring onion greens, now let's cut the chicken. See, the chicken breast is absolutely done. It's here on the chopping board. We just have to cut it. Since it's quite hot, I'm not able to really hold it well. If you have some leftover chicken at home, you could also use that. But I prefer cooking the chicken first the way I did it, as it gives a very nice flavor to the entire rice. Okay, so here you go, the chicken is also ready. All you need to do right now is just toss the rice. We'll get back to the pan. Now to this, we'll first add in the cooked rice. You can use leftover rice, something that is lying in your fridge. To this, we'll add in all the spring onion, all the chicken. Now we need to add in some soya sauce, maybe some salt and some pepper powder. Make sure you mix this well. We need to cook this for a while till the rice gets well heated and all the flavors like the shrimp paste, soya sauce, salt, pepper, everything else gets mixed with the rice. So for which you may have to leave it in the pan for a while, but at any stage if you feel the rice is getting quite dry, what you could do is you could just sprinkle some chicken stock over it, like I am going to do now. The rice is getting a bit dry, so I am just sprinkling some chicken stock over it. The egg that we had scrambled, all of this, and just give this a mix once again. If the egg pieces are quite big, just break it lightly with the spoon itself like this and just mix this. Once the rice is well heated, we can serve Nasi Goreng. Okay, like I mentioned in the beginning, there are various ways of serving Nasi Goreng. One way is to serve the rice by itself, or you could serve some chicken satay with peanut sauce and some prawn wafers. Yes, prawn wafers is quite an essential ingredient to Nasi Goreng. If you have it with you, why don't you just fry some and serve with the rice? If you do not have, that's fine, you could just serve the rice by itself. Just mix this again. The rice is supposed to be slightly moist and not absolutely dry like any other fried rice. Slightly moist rice is the ideal way to serve this. What I am going to do right now is I need to check for seasonings. Well, I think I need to add in some salt. The reason I kept a little low on salt is because soya sauce also has a lot of salt. So whenever you add salt and soya sauce together, make sure you add less of salt and more of soya, because it always adjusts the flavors well. After this, we again need to mix it. That's it. This is done. Now let's serve this. So now to serve, we need to make a fried egg, for which I'll need some oil. Let's get our serving dish ready. While the oil is getting heated, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just spoon some rice over the plate. Now all that we need to do is place one fried egg over it, one egg, some salt, some pepper. So after this, you could either serve it sunny side up or you could flip and cook the other side as well. So here I have cut some spring onion greens and I have some fried shallots with me, which I am going to slice. The egg is ready, Just place the egg over the rice, put some spring onions and some fried shallots. Here you go. Nasi Goreng is ready. Make this recipe just the way I have made it and you will love it.